For the two-point try, they go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Zappe's throw here taken in by Parker. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Zappe looking to throw it on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Zappe. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Jones on the return. So we've reached halftime here and what? All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And Zappe to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Zappe going to bootleg out. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Play fake, and now here's Zappe. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Going with their tight end on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. He juke. There he goes, left side. Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 71 yards. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Chase, the motion man right. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Going play action here with Zappi. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And quickly they get to the line. On third down, Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to get in for 6. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Zappi. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, here's Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 3rd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Draw play for Brown. Oh, nice move. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. This is Brown on the draw play. And this time he is in. Yes. Chase Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's Zappi. They set up the screen for Steven. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put...
Oh, Zappi has it knocked down, and the Bengals grab it, and they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No, that was on me. You brought
First and 10, Zappe. His throw incomplete.
Oh.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Zappe looking to throw it again. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The throw here caught by Jamai Parker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 19. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Ryland, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie,
finds through and now a crease.
That was a good hit.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly...
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small minutes don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. made me rip the whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. That you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's
today. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here's Kelly on 4th down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I tried to run his way again. He was nowhere to be found.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, are you thinking about this?
And Hurts able to show some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. As they come up now, touchdown, Eagles! Jack Stoll, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. It's Eckler again. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Allen, the man in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They toss it out right to Kelly. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Kelly. Oh, he shifts past him. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but it did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
Every time I'm doing
on 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down, here's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And running with power here. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's wrapped up.
They did not. They are not on 2nd down now.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. There he goes left side. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 9. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops,
There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get this down to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw. Hurts fumbles it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Hurts will throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly to about the 33-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go again with Kelly. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They run up the gut with Kelly. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. The tackle by Nakobe Dean from the 21. Here's 2nd down and 5. They run behind center with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run the draw here with Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's 1st and goal. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 38 yards. And the Chargers have regained the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
This fielded right at the goal line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now 2nd down and a few inches. They run out of the gun with Swift.
What
a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
Just like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough.